go, that's the word coming in from Mr. Damani as well, where he's talking about how you need to have an impeccable sense of how the market works, of cycles when it comes to the world of commodities. And let's try and help you get just that, because we do have Ajay Kedia joining in, who's a director at Kedia Advisory. Mr. Kedia, thank you so much for joining in, and a very good afternoon to you.
Yeah, very good afternoon, Jalji. But I think since last 1 week, it is a havoc for commodity market. We have seen a very sharp corrections that was in line of expectation. So I think limelight is there on gold and silver right now also.
No, absolutely, and it is looking like a slightly better afternoon when it comes to gold, at least when it comes to silver. You're looking at those sharp cuts making a comeback here. What do you think is happening? Do you think this is just, dip buying that we had coming in, and then you had, a little bit of profit booking? You do have that sentiment also be rattled because of the CME margin hikes and hence the increased volatility. What are you penciling in when it comes to silver?
I think long-term fundamentals still remain bullish. We have central bank buying. We have numbers are been slightly like economy is not performing well. Everything is in line. Only important is from 2nd of December till 28th of January, we have seen a parabolic gain after a small story that China is making a restriction on exports or curtailing that. And after that, we have seen the gold prices from 2 lakh to around 420 made a high. But now what is happening? First of all, it is in line of expenditure prices has to come down on profit booking. Secondly, the margin hike globally. Silver currently on domestic market on MCX, margins are around 65% for silver, and for gold is around 24-25%. So I think the speculative money that has entered in last 3 months is now getting out from the market. And that is why we have seen this type of sudden whipshots in the market and correction. And over and above, there are certain 2-3 news that is negatively impacting precious metal, like US-India trade, US, we can say US-China, US-Iran talks have been going on. So all this made some profit booking that was very much due. And with a higher margin, no fresh position is been building up right now. So we expect this type of momentum would continue for next 1 week period also. A drop towards $70 for silver and drop towards $44,000-$4,500 for gold is near term possible unless until new story or new trigger doesn't come out.
Absolutely, and what is actually interesting right now is that you are seeing that fundamentals are intact. You do have a bunch of brokerages that actually are quite bullish, at least when it comes to gold. What do you think is going to be happening in the near term? Of course, you've given a sense of what is going to happen, but do you think it can actually script the kind of comeback that we need in the near future, in the next 3 months perhaps, to try and hit those targets when it comes to the end of the year as well?
So first of all, in 2026, I am not expecting gold and silver to giving us a positive return. We can see negative return this time for because everything, whatever the factor up till now was supporting, has been matured right now. No doubt, it's too early to predict right now because we don't know how the Donald Trump and the US policy is going to be there towards Greenland or towards Iran or towards China. April, US and China would be meeting. So there is uncertainty still prevailing in the market, but that is sure we can't see positive returns in 2026 because currently risk is being quite high at current level as compared to equity also. So first of all, and secondly, we are bullish. Copper, gold would be around $6,000, but that will take at least couple of years from here if things have been adjusting. So I think from here, a correction, possible correction or consolidation is been due for 2026. Immediate support is 70 and 44, but maybe we can see more liquidation as ETFs is facing some outflows started in China. There was a story going on in the morning that outflow has been started. So maybe from where we have seen this rally is around $52, $53 in international. So I think 52, 53 is going to be a base for 2026 for gold. It could be around 34, 3500 also if things have been settling down. So I think in 2026, gold and silver would be trading with a negative bias only, and people will be out of gold and silver and searching for new opportunity. It could be from base metal, it could be from equity or another asset class.
Right, and copper is looking quite attractive when it comes to that entire list, Mr. Kedia. But when you talk about silver particularly, or even gold for that matter, what do you think investors should be doing at this point in time, whether or not they're invested in the physical commodity itself or even perhaps in the ETF market as well? Any of these investors who are already invested, what should they do? Should they just hold on, wait for a better time to come, wait for these metals to sparkle again?
So, Janji, commodity is a game of cycle. You have to understand the cycle and you have to pick your time. So, I think gold and silver has already gained very well in the line of expectation. Now, we don't expect this rally would be continue. If you are holding gold and silver currently, first of all, you can shift from silver to gold because gold silver ratio, which has hit a low of 43.90, currently around 56, suggests silver will be underperforming gold. So first of all, shift your silver position to gold. Secondly, book your 25 to 30% profit from ETF and continue with your SIP in ETF. Okay, every month we have to put certain amount that will continue, that will help you for value averaging. We see long-term gold and silver is going to be positive. Third, don't be under FOMO because there was a story going on that copper would be new gold or copper would be new silver. But please try to understand in last couple of months, nothing fundamental has been changed. Supply concern, since last 6 months, we were seeing from Indonesia, from Chile, that was continuing to be there. So don't be under FOMO right now. For copper, we are expecting a correction around, let's say, 1100, 1140 as China market
No,
on account
absolutely.
of New Year, there will be a holiday. Some correction would be there. After that, you can
Right.
start again in your positions.
All right, and so it does look like that you're saying that gold is the new gold and copper, in fact, is in silver. Definitely in this market, is not. But thank you so much on that note, Mr. Kedia, for joining us on the show today.